Hello and welcome to BennoCam. Today we are out on the Isles of Scilly and we are here to look at a new shipwreck site. So a good friend of mine lives out here, does a lot of scuba diving out here, and he has found a really interesting wreck site which we're going to tell you all about in this video, tell you the story of it and show you some of the great artifacts that he's found on this wreck site. The Isles of Scilly is a collection of islands almost 30 miles off Land's End, and has a long maritime history, being a well-known destination for visiting scuba divers, with many well-known historic shipwrecks in the area. So we're going to visit Todd now. This must be the place. So Todd's got himself an awesome wreck out here. He's been diving for quite a long time now, and he's got some amazing bits off it, and he's going to show us and tell us about the story of how he found it now.
Yeah, well, it was by accident really. I was researching another wreck and I was working on that, and while I was researching I happened upon this old chart in some archives, and it told me where there was 4 wrecks basically.
That's awesome.
From the 1680s and earlier, and so I decided to test it one day and went out and found one of them.
That's really cool. That's like a proper fairy tale thing, isn't it? Treasure map.
Yeah, boy's own. X marks the spot.
Awesome.
It does happen.
Can we have a look at the map?
Yeah, we'll go in and have a look.
Ideal. So this is it?
Yeah, this is the one.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, and I wrote to the archive who was holding it, and they sent me a copy, and I was amazed to find that nobody had seen it on the islands before, and it shows the positions of 4 different shipwrecks. One there, one here, one here, and the other one's there.
That's awesome that no one had ever found them before.
Yeah, all we do was to put it to the test that does it. And the fact that the wreck that I found was said to have been over here or over here, and the chart said it was here and this is where it was, proved that the chart was correct.
Yeah.
And that the others are also going to be correct.
Oh, that's awesome. So this chart says where we're going to be diving, and it says Captain Lost.
Captain Wildly Lost.
Captain Wildly Lost. Brilliant.
And that was the name of the captain, Captain William Wildey, and he was lost with the Pheonix in 1680.
X marks the spot. The 450-ton East India Company's ship Pheonix and its captain William Wildley were returning from the West Indies with a cargo of pepper and cloth when it was lost towards the Western Rocks on the 11th of January 1680. Many of the crew of 90 were saved, as was some of its cargo, but over time the final resting place of the Pheonix was lost and the wreck was long forgotten. Right, it's treasure map time, part 2.
But this is the bit I run into first, because that's what the mag picked up.
All right.
And there's a big pile of cannons, about 13 of them there, and there's a few whole ones, but most of them are broken. And I know that from my research that she carried a kentlage, which is, to those who don't know, ballast, of broken cannons. And this is mostly a pile of broken cannons.
Right, so we've seen the plan. There's only one thing left to do. We better go dive the wreck, I think.
Why not?
We leave St Mary's Harbour on Todd's boat and we head out west towards the wreck site. It was using this boat and the recently discovered map that Todd was able to find this site after a search of the area with a boat-towed magnetometer. We enter the water and begin to search for the ballast pile shown earlier on Todd's plan.
All this kelp makes finding shipwreck remains very difficult, but we know it's here somewhere and it's not very far away.
We have now located the pile of broken iron ballast and removed the dense layer of kelp which was keeping them so well hidden. This kelp regrows very quickly, so the site will not be exposed like this for very long. It was this iron ballast, which had been mentioned in old documents, as well as other smaller artefacts, which helped Todd be able to identify this site as being that of the Pheonix, which sank here in 1680.
To the untrained eye, these might not look very much, but you can see right here that this is a piece of a cannon and still has its barrel hole here in the centre. It was in these sandy areas here between the rocks where most of the artefacts were found. We've got another couple of cannon here. We're a bit away from the main site now. And they're really hard to spot when they're covered in weeds still, like these two are. We've got a couple of iron concretions here. Still have artefacts inside. Maybe a cannonball or something iron similar inside. So we're back on the cannon ballast pile now. I think we've seen everything we need to see here on site. We're going to go back to Todd's place now, and we're going to have a look at some of the treasure which he's recovered from this site.
Alright,
Better than nothing.
how's it going? So Todd's had some great finds over on this wreck. He's going to show us some of them now. Oh wow, what we got there?
Well, these dated it.
Proper treasure.
Yeah, these all dated the wreck into the period of the chart. So
So look at that, look. Actual gold coin, proper treasure that is. It really does feel nice and heavy as well.
I'll give you a better one if you want.
Beauty.
Yeah, this is a sword handle, silver sword handle.
Yeah, look at that. Some nice little detail on the end of it.
And some nice dividers, look.
There, yeah. Navigational equipment. They're beauties there, aren't they?
And if you look at the jewellery that I showed earlier, you can see from these that they're individual. You know, they're not all the same. They're all slightly individual.
Oh yeah, each piece has been made different. So there's no arguing with the date on that one, is there?
Let's try and get it out.
Look at that.
1672.
Yeah.
And there's not a coin found on it yet that's post 1673.
Alright.
So, you know, we've got a good chance that the chart is telling us it's the Pheonix, and so is the dates of the artefacts.
So they're all the really nice coins that Todd's here showing me. And then he says, oh, and here's all the rubbish worn ones which I found, which aren't so good. Look at them all. Look at these, look. Oh, these ones aren't so good, apparently. That is a lot of coins. And the bad thing about it is these are actually better than most of the ones we find. Here's his good ones. Look.
This is a better one.
Oh yeah, you can just see the horse and the rider on that one, can't you?
Yeah.
It's a beauty.
See, I've got some that's still got the date on. If I can find one. Look at that.
So here's his other coins in comparison.
There's English and that's Dutch.
Feel the weight of that. That is some coin, isn't it?
This is what they would have sold these for. They would have gone and got these with the English money.
Oh, right.
Because that's what they traded in back then.
Oh,
You know, if you wanted to trade with another country abroad, you had to get Dutch or Spanish coins.
Right. It's a beauty, I like that.
1670, that one. This is a big English one.
Oh, yeah. God, what king is that? That's a Charles.
Charles II.
Charles II.
And they'll have a date on it. 1673.
Crikey.
In the 73.
Yeah, you can see that.
That's the latest date on the wreck so far, 1673. And she set sail in 1677, as I remember.
Right.
All the coins they would have been trading in. This is what they would have bought their cargo with when they got out east.
You can see his head there, look, on the bust.
1660.
So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed the story of the Pheonix and its wonderful treasures recovered by Todd. And yeah, we will get some more shipwreck videos put together for you soon. And we will catch you again soon for more videos.